Hi everyone, this is Red with RedDragonLeo.com, and it looks like the bulls just won't die. What is wrong with these stupid bulls? Now we even got Jim Cramer pumping the market up. So you know a top has got to be close when that idiot is pumping up the market. He's getting paid to do so, so he's always pumping it. But anyway, who knows? Maybe maybe he's right on this call. Maybe we are going to just go to the stars and never look back. As far as what I heard from the Fed meeting, nothing much changed. They don't plan on putting any more money into the system unless needed. So, what does that mean? What does that really mean? Does that mean that we're going to not get a stimulus package too unless we get a sell-off first? I kind of think that's what it means. So to me, it means that this market should sell off. Bottom line is they're out of money. They don't have any more free money being printed just yet, or at least not free money that is the public knows about. That doesn't mean they can't secretly put in some stimulus package and give it to Goldman or JP Morgan or any of those other crooks out there. But I don't think that they are, folks. The charts look extremely toppy to me. We put in topping candles on different time frames from different charts I was looking at, from JP Morgan to Apple, Goldman Sachs, a lot of topping tails, double bottom from on the daily chart on the VIX. On the dollar, I believe. No, we broke support on the VIX, but on the dollar, we put in a double bottom from sometimes back. So, and then you just look at this chart. I mean, all of these things are pointing to a sell-off. There's no way. You just can't keep going in this rising wedge like this. You're going to have to break it at some point. How far will we go down? Well, I don't know. It's times like these that I am truly losing hope for the Bears. It's just exactly the same thing I was saying back down here. I was losing hope, saying, well, it doesn't look like it's going to go. Doesn't look like it's going to rally. Doesn't look like it's going to rally. I kept saying that. After it sold off here and then sold off again, I was like, well, I think it's going to break support. And then what it do? It rallied. Well, again, folks, I think we're at that same time period now. I think this market is 95 to 100% done with this rally. I do not see it going up any further. It did spike up and hit and pierce this trend line here, this on the rising wedge, and take out the high from yesterday, and then it reversed, and then it held support right there. If it can take out this support line, it should easily drop right back down to here quickly. And of course, if it takes that out, it should drop on down to this level pretty quickly. If it's a channel here. So, you draw, it's somewhere in this area. There's a lot of congestion in this area, but that gap looks like a likely fill too. So, but you can see here on the 60-minute chart, we are selling. We are going down below the histogram. The towers are going down below zero. That does not mean that it won't just turn and reverse back up, because it's exactly what it could do. Because actually, right here at this candle, it looked like it was ready to cross into zero, and then the Fed meeting came out and it rallied up and put in a higher candle there. Then it went and put one lower in afterwards. But the key is for the market tomorrow is to gap down below this. Now, is it going to do it? I don't know. Like I said, it is getting very discouraging on the bearish part. Everything is pointing to this thing just going to the moon as far as the people looking at it on the bullish case. I just don't believe it. Here on the daily chart, we put in a topping tail candle. You can't really see it there. It's covered up. Let's go over here to Cobra's chart, see if we can't see it here. Yeah, well, it's not really a topping tail candle, but oh, that's the wrong one. That's the IWM. That's the Russell. Look at the Shanghai index, folks, to China. And look at this. What do you call that? Down, sideways, bear flag. Anyway, moving on to where is Cobra's chart of the SPX? Well, there's the SPY. Let's check it out. And what do we see? I really wouldn't call a topping tail on that one, but on some of the other ones I did see topping tails, on Apple specifically, and some of the other stocks, the Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan. And there's just all kinds of reasons right now to be bearish, in my opinion. Not bullish. I just don't see it. The VIX, held its ground the entire time and then rallied up. It went down hard and up and down. It really swung around quite a bit with the Fed announcement. And usually the first move is the fake move. So they rallied up and then they sold off. So that makes me think we're going to sell off more tomorrow. This here's held this is a lot of support in this range down here. A lot of support on this VIX. I mean, look at how much congestion there is down here. For it to just fall off a cliff and go back down to the 19, it is going to take a massive rally in the market and, basically more stimulus. Now, I know that back here on February the 5th, when the Legatus meeting was in session, and from the 4th through the 6th there, and that market hit that bottom there, and we went down all this time period into the meeting, and then we rallied coming out of it. I know that they put money into the system here. I mean, that is obvious. It wasn't no announced stimulus package 2, so there was no way to know for sure that it went in there, but you can just sit there and look at the charts and see that it was. I mean, it's just it's there. So here on the flip side, we have been going up into the Legatus meeting again. So they announced today they're not putting a stimulus package in unless needed. So are they secretly going to put in a package and cause this to do another move on up like here? I won't deny it's possible. It is possible. We have that fake print on the upside again of on the diamond of 118.16, which is about 11,600, which is again about, on the daily chart here, that would be I think we figured that out to be about 1260 to 1280 range. So is that possible? Yeah. Yeah, but it's not going to go up in a straight line here. Not in this time period. I just cannot believe that it will go up in a straight line in the time period that we are in right now, which is usually a very volatile time period. September, October are really bad months for the market, on a general basis. But I guess then again you could say that March is too, and we did rally and during this move here. So I don't know what to believe at this point. I'm still staying with my call that this thing is going to roll over. It is overbought tremendously. I'm still looking at this move right here. We need some type of event, something. Will it be the jobs claims, initial claims or continuing claims, announced? Will they be over 500,000 and spook the market? We need something. We need something to be the catalyst to send this thing in a tailspin back down where it belongs. And whether or not it's the wave 3 that we're all looking for, that some of the other LAticians call for, I don't know. Multiple ways to look at this thing, but I am still believing that we are going to turn and go lower this week, and then on the weekly maybe put in a topping tail, and then maybe the next week really do some selling. There could be some big selling this week. I mean, look at this. I mean, we should have rolled over there, and we did, and we kept on going, and now we're getting up here into overbought territory. But who knows how long it could go? I mean, like I said, we don't know for sure that they're not going to secretly put in some type of stimulus package and run this thing all the way up into the November election, and then sell it off after that. That's not usual that they do that, simply because December is a holiday, and usually the whole month is people on vacation, traders on vacation. It's light volume, so they don't usually do that. If they were going to put a stimulus package in, I would think that they would do it now to be able to support the market into November, because there's a lot of trader activity between September and November. And then when it gets late to November and all of December, pretty much the traders go on vacation, and then they don't need as much stimulus money to support the market, because it'll just float higher and won't take a lot of money to support it in December, because all the traders are on vacation, so they don't have as much pressure. They don't have as much volume from the overall market. So when you don't have a lot of volume there, it's easy for them to manipulate higher. But we are supposed to be in some of the heavy volume months right now, September and October and early November. These should be months that traders are actively out there trading. So the fact that they did not put in a stimulus package, it tells me that they would like for the market to sell off so they can save that stimulus package too for some later time period. Maybe they sell it off from September through October, and then rally it into November and December and the rest of the year and all of that. It's hard to say, but I'm still sticking with my call that we are going to sell off for this end. This week is over with. I think we're going to break out of this wedge, and I thought yesterday this would be the top, and we did break it, went a little bit higher. So I still think that this is it. I don't think we're going to go up to no 1170. I really don't. That everybody's looking for. I think it's going to break and go down, and I think that's going to happen tomorrow. So we shall see. It's always tough making these calls, but good luck to all of you out there, and any of you that, again, were brave enough to go long here, especially at this triple bottom. I congratulate you, because when it hit a triple bottom, I was throwing in the towel on the bull case, and now I'm almost at that point where I'm throwing in the towel on the bear case. So that tells me that the top is very close to being here. So all right, guys, that's about it. I'm looking for a break of this trend line tomorrow to wrap it up, bottom line, and then some selling to start. How far, again, I don't know. First stop around that area, and then we'll see what happens. Then possibly in this area. Okay, good luck, everyone.